All right, this is the introduction to lesson 414. This is where we get into equations in y equals mx plus b form. So this kind of builds on something we've been spending a lot of time on in the last couple of weeks, just maybe puts a different name to it, but it's stuff that you have done repeatedly so far. So the first question's asking you to come up with rules you have used recently in the past. So that means like the tables that we've done in class where we go through and give you a table and you come up with the equation. What do the equations look like? And the idea is they are things like y equals 2x plus 3, or y equals 1/2 x minus 4, or y equals 4x, or y equals negative 2x plus 5. And those kind of equations that we've done in class. So what do they have in common? And what it comes down to is they are all in this format. Even when you get an equation like this one up here where it's y equals 4x, it's really the same thing as y equals 4x plus 0, but obviously plus 0 doesn't change anything, so you don't bother writing that in. Now, that's the first part of this. The next part of it is saying, what do these things mean? So again, we've written all these equations and many more in the past in this setup, but I haven't talked maybe as thoroughly about what the different pieces are called or what they mean. So the m, all that means is if I have an equation like, I'll just take the one up here, a y equals 2x plus 3. So they're asking you, what does this tell you about the pattern? And what it comes down to is that is the growth, right? If I had a table with numbers, that's what it's going up by. If I made a table for this quickly, so if I have an x, I have a y. If I put in a few numbers for this, right, this would be the table for that equation. So what does them tell you? Them tells you the growth. And this is also known as the slope, means the same thing. And it's going to be viewed as slope when you actually look at the graph of it. But it's the growth of the function or the slope of the function. And so we see it in our tables as in it going up by 2 each step. The other thing it's asking you about is, what does the b tell you? Well, the b is this right here. And the b is just your 0 term. Or if x equals 0, what is y? It's also known as the y-intercept. And this term comes from the idea that when we make a graph, like we're going to do on the next problem, the y-intercept is going to be where the line hits the y-axis. And then the slope is going to be basically the steepness of the line. So let's move on to that. So, problem 432, it says, Alicia claims she can find the equation of a line by its graph without using a table. How is that possible? Discuss this idea with your team and then try to find the equation of the line without first making a table. So now, if we go back to the things that we were just looking at, we had 2 variables. One of them was the growth, which you remember was this right here. This is also called the slope and has to do with the steepness of the line. The next thing we looked at was this, which is the 0 term, which is what we were getting when x equals 0, what is y on our table? But then again, this is also called the y-intercept, which simply means where does this line intercept the y-axis? So if we look at this graph, our y-intercept, meaning where does it hit the y-axis? Well, that's right here. So the y-intercept is going to be 1, positive 1. So when we get to our equation, y equals something, which is our growth, and then plus something, well, that's the intercept, so it's going to be plus 1. The other piece of this is the slope, or the growth. Now, if we made a table, we would see that 0 would be 1, 1 would be 4, 2 would be 7, and you could see here, it's going up by 3. Well, you can also see that in the graph. And the idea is you make this little triangle called the growth triangle that shows you the slope. And what that means is how much does the line grow, or how much does it go up by every time it goes over 1? So here it's going over by 1 on the x-axis. How much is it growing? So it goes over 1 on the x-axis. It's going up by 1, 2, 3 this way. And that will happen again and again. So here I'm going over by 1. I'm going up by 3. And that would keep going forever, never, 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 never. Going up by 3 every time you go over 1, meaning that your growth is 3. That's what goes into your equation. Your equation is y equals 3x plus 1.